Good morning, YouTube. I tried so hard to stay here in Africa, but I really think my time is up now. I had enough.
In Africa, they look at black Americans the same way that they look at white Americans. There is no difference between a white American and a black American when you go back to Africa. They just look at you as an American. You're not going to get special treatments and privileges because you're black and you quote unquote went back to the motherland and went back to your ancestors. They do not see that whatsoever. They actually think you're goofy as hell for thinking that way. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another video. So in this clip, we're going to watch this most recent viral video of this woman that you see right here who is complaining about Africa, right? Because she decided to leave the United States, decided to leave America to go back to the motherland, go back to where her ancestors are from, apparently. And this video is actually pretty relevant, right? Because you got a lot of people right now, especially more specifically black Americans, that are deciding to leave America because of Donald Trump.
You know what, the truth of the matter is, I felt my safest self. And safe is relative, but I mean safe to be my authentic self, safe to express myself in the way that I really desire to express myself. That feeling of safeness I've only felt outside of the United States. And me living in Mexico as an African American woman, I've never felt discrimination from the Mexican people. When I have felt discrimination, it's been from Americans. Let that sink in.
So I recently got a job, and I got a job for a specific reason: to leave. I'm getting out of here. Like, the only reason I wanted this job is because I'm like, I can save money because I can pay weekly. I was like, okay, I can get a check and literally save. I don't need anything. And it took me a while to realize that. I was like, I really don't need nothing right now.
All right, you guys. So I'm sitting here driving, and I'm sitting here thinking about the current state of America. And I think it's time for us to get real about the fact that we may need to find refuge in another country. So I will be booking consultations again. We'll open in my books for consultations again. Are you interested in learning more about traveling to the continent, or moving to the continent? Because you guys, if you are black living in America, it is time for you to get your passport. It is time for you to look outside of the country for a place that you may be able to travel to get away from what's going on. I know a lot of people think that sounds extreme, but it's really not too far stretched. This guy is doing crazy things in the office. We knew that he was going to do everything he said he was going to do, but people didn't believe him, and now he's doing exactly that. And he's wasting no time. So you don't need to waste any time with making a plan, all right? It's better to plan than to fail.
At this moment, it is T-minus 30 hours and 38 minutes until I leave the United States. I'm in such a good mood. I'm packing.
So yeah, absolutely hilarious. And when I say this, guys, this lady's story and her experience is actually pretty spot on. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm from there. I lived in Africa for 10 years. That's where I was raised. So when I say the stories that she tells and her experiences are pretty spot on and absolutely hilarious to witness and actually see people go through this. Anyway, I mean, I enjoy every second of it. But let's not waste any time and get into this here.
Good morning, YouTube. I tried so hard to stay here in Africa, but I really think my time is up now. I had enough. I cannot afford to live here. I feel broke and I feel poor in Africa. I feel like I'm going to be out there selling some shit soon because this ain't making no sense to me. I pay $130 a day to drive around in a truck. I pay $100 a day to live in a 2-bedroom and there's 6 of us with no hot water, no stove, no refrigerator. The refrigerator broke. Then on top of that, I got lizards crawling in the bed with me. I live in America in a mansion, and we don't have to put no water on the stove. We got steady hot water, steady electricity, and the only time our electricity get cut off is when we don't pay the bill. And we got it so good now. We got prepaid.
She's right, guys. She's absolutely right. I remember growing up, we used to literally have a power outage almost every week, every other day or so. Probably not that frequent, but at least once a week. At least once a week, the power used to go out randomly, not because you didn't pay the light bill, right? Not because you forgot to pay your bills. No, because it's just the way of life. This is so funny, yo.
Pay electricity, so if we forget to pay the bill, we put some money on that prepaid thing, and it comes right back on in 2 minutes. In less than 2 minutes. This shit right here didn't come on for 14 hours yesterday. I can't deal. I love the people. Don't get me wrong. When I'm outside, I'm having fun. I love the people. But when I come back to reality, when you come back home, home is where the heart is, right? When you come back home, you're supposed to feel comfortable. You're supposed to be happy. I'm not happy. Every house I look for, the house is expensive as hell. Oh my God. 200, 300, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900, $1 million to live in a house where you look outside and all you see is turkeys and ducks and chickens and sheeps and old malnourished cows. I didn't even pay that much for my house in America. And
she is right. She is 100% right. Even in the nicest neighborhoods, even in the areas where they have the most expensive houses, the $1 million houses, really nice houses too, by the way. You go outside, it's still the third world. It's still the third world. I mean, the whole place is it's a third world country, dude. I don't understand these people. This is why this is so funny. They've never traveled to these places, right? I don't know about her, but they never traveled to these places. But all of a sudden, they believe they could just go move and live there. It's a whole different lifestyle. It's a whole different lifestyle. And this is how I know some of these people are so silly and just don't really know what they're talking about. Because even if you were to go to, you go on a vacation in Mexico or something like that, and you go to the nicest part, you get a nice Airbnb, you get a nice little mansion or something like that. And I've done this. Even when you go there, to have an electricity constantly or central AC constantly is really rare. You're going to have to pay a lot of money. Most of those places, you don't have access to that. Running water, clean hot water, it's rare. And so they all of a sudden think they can just up and leave America and go move somewhere else that does not have these things and these amenities that they're used to, that they can't live without, apparently. Right? This is so funny, but she's 100% right. Even in the nicest part of Africa, you step outside your home, in a $1 million home, you step outside, you are going to see farm animals and chickens and ducks and cows roaming the streets and people roaming the streets and homeless people everywhere. It's everywhere. You're going to see poverty everywhere. It is everywhere. Every part of where I'm from, where I grew up, you turn anywhere, you're going to see poverty. You're going to run into it. You cannot help yourself. It's inevitable. Even in the nicest part, the $1 million homes, the $1 million mansions, it is surrounded by poverty. And people are just not used to that. And let me not tell you about the smell. Oh my God. The smell alone. Some of these people cannot handle this. The smell alone is going to force most of these people to want to come back to America. The smell alone is going to knock you out. It is filth. It is filth. And people are mad at Donald Trump calling Haiti and these third world countries shithole countries. They are. They literally are shithole countries. There's some people that literally don't have no decency and will literally take a shit in the middle of the street, in the middle of the road. They'll pull over and take a piss on the side of the road, on the sidewalk. That's the type of place you're wanting to move to. It's everywhere. I'm telling you, this is hilarious. This is the funniest thing. I love hearing stories like this, especially people that have never been there, that have never lived there, and they want to tell you what Africa is like and what lifestyle is like. Dude, if you have this is what people fail to realize too, right? The Africans that move and live in America are Africans that had pretty decent money, because it takes a lot of money, a lot of resources to come here. So if the people that had money that can live a pretty decent lifestyle in Africa, if they're doing everything that they can in their power to come and move to America, right? What makes you think you're going to want to go live and take their place? Right? It's so silly. People work their asses off to leave these shithole countries and come to the West. And it's so funny that now you have Americans that are willing to do whatever they can to go back over there and live over there. Hey, go ahead. Go ahead. I have a lot of family members that will trade spots with you in a heartbeat. I guarantee you. Matter of fact, you want to exchange citizenships, you want to give up your citizenship and let somebody else from Africa come live over here, I got a lot of people on the list that will trade spots for you, with you, right? And that's the biggest difference with people that come from these countries and move to America, and then Americans that move to these countries, is that these people have a way out, right? This woman here, she can, quote unquote, decide to go to Africa and leave her life in America and go live over there, because if she did change her mind, if she doesn't like it, she can come back, right? Most of us, when we leave where we come from and we come here, we renounce our citizenships. We're no longer citizens of the country that we left. We are Americans now, right? We are naturalized citizens in this country. We gave up all of our rights in our other countries that we're from to get our citizenships here, right? So we're making a permanent decision. There's no way out. But most of these people that decide to leave America, they're not giving up their citizenship. You think an American is going to give up their American citizenship to go live in Africa? Show me that. Go do that. If that was part of the requirement that you had to give up your American rights, your American citizenship to go live in Africa, to go back to the motherland, they would not do that. They will not do that. That's why they do this, is because they have a way out, right? This is it's a safety net. The safety net is that, oh, if Africa, if they no longer have running water, if the lights go out, I can go back to America. We can't say that. We can't say that. That's the biggest difference here. And most of these people, whenever they do decide to leave America, they're leaving to go live there with their American dollars. They're not going to go live over there and live the lifestyle, the average lifestyle of the average African that lives in these countries. No, they're not. Because the experience is completely different. You think, what she just said, you think Africa is expensive and you got your American dollars? Imagine what people are going through that actually live there and have to live off of their wages and their average income. Right? These are the things that these people don't think about. They're clueless. They're clueless. This is hilarious.
Everybody I talk to is saying the same thing. Oh, this house is $500,000. Oh, this house is $200,000. This house is $300,000. I'm like, I can't afford to live here. I cannot. I paid $100,000 for my house and a good ass community. But y'all, I'd rather go back to America and deal with the racism in America before I sit here in Africa and deal with the bullshit bribery, the bullshit fraud, the bullshit scams, the bullshit too expensive, the bullshit not having no snacks, the bullshit not having no food, the bullshit electricity, the bullshit hot water, the bullshit, what's that shit called that be coming down?
Bullshit lizards.
The bullshit animals. It's scorpions outside the house. It's big ass spiders. It's big ass lizards. Colorful lizards you ain't never seen before. All in the fucking room with you. Sleeping with you. All the bullshit people trying to scam you when you go outside thinking you rich. So they trying to get more money off of you. I'm really trying to wrap my head around this shit. I'm really trying to wrap my head around how are Americans coming to Africa and being happy. Please comment down below. Because for me, I'm ready to go. And I always used to say, if it's up to me, it will be. And I'm going to go out to Africa and make shit happen. No, I don't want to. I want to take my businesses back to America. I want to open up shop back in America, open up my dentist office and all the stuff that I was going to do out here in America. Because I was basically telling everybody what they will experience when they come to the motherland. So for the people who need to study or research, or for the people who
who looking to find some people abroad that they need to ask questions and talk to about what they need to do when they get here, we basically telling them, and we keeping it raw and unfiltered, uncut. So you have everybody talking about, oh, the motherland is beautiful. It is a beautiful place, but you gotta know reality when you get here. Reality has to set in. So I'm basically telling them, look, when you come here, don't think it's gonna be a parade for you, because it's not. Don't think that it's gonna be snacks and it's gonna be the same thing in America, because it's
Snacks.
for you, because it's not. Don't think that it's gonna be snacks and it's gonna be the same thing in America, because it's not. That electricity that you used to being
Yo, oh my God. I know the snacks. Woo, I know that took her out. I know the snacks was something she cannot handle. That is absolutely hilarious. But she's right. You're not going to get a parade, right? You're not going to get welcome back to the motherland. You're not going to get that. And that's the biggest misconception these people have. They think they're going to get special treatment because they came back home, because they went back to the motherland, right? They went back to where their ancestors was calling them to. Get out of here. It's not how this works. You're just another person. Matter of fact, your skin color back home does not matter, right? At least you get special privileges and treatments here. People actually treat you differently in America because of your skin color. They treat you well because of your skin color here in America. People walk around eggshells around you. You get DI and affirmative action in this country because of your skin color, right? People gotta watch what they say, how they act, who they vote for in this country. This is how that works. You get special privileges and treatments because of your skin color here. You go back to Africa, you just another nigga. You're just another nigga. They don't give a damn about you. Matter of fact, they're gonna treat you like dog shit because they know the type of privilege that you had in America today. So they know what you gave up to come to Africa when they're doing everything in their power to get out of that oppression. I'm telling you, it's oppressive in those countries. And the oppression is not from the white man. It's from their own government. The only oppression that black people experience is by their own government in Africa. There is no oppression in America that black people experience. It's all made up. It's all made up. But you go to Africa, oh man, it's a whole different world. I can guarantee you that. They don't care about your skin color. You're just another peasant. That's it. That's how they look at you. And then the citizens are going to shun you because they know the rights, the freedoms, the privileges that you had. And it's not just about money. This is what people fail to realize. Most Africans are not just looking at the money that you have in America. Of course, that's part of it. But it's about the freedom of speech, the freedom of expression, the freedom of property ownership, right? Free enterprise. These are the things, and rights and privileges that people don't have in some African countries. So you give up all of these things here that you had in America to go live over there where they're actually being oppressed. They're going to look at you like you're stupid. That's why they make fun of you. That's why they look at you like you're crazy. They're going to look at you like, why the hell would you come back to this shithole when they're doing everything in their power to get out of it? You think it's just all fun and games. Oh, it's a whole bunch of black people. It's my people there. They all look like me. Hey, man, throw that out the window. As soon as you step foot in Africa, forget that race even exists. Forget that race even exists. It's mostly tribalism over there. What village are you from? What tribe are you from? What language do you speak? That's how people categorize this stuff. They're not looking at your skin color. You're just another American. You're just another American. They look at black Americans in Africa. They look at black Americans the same way that they look at white Americans. There is no difference between a white American and a black American when you go back to Africa. They just look at you as an American. You're not going to get special treatments and privileges because you're black and you quote unquote went back to the motherland and went back to your ancestors. They do not see that whatsoever. They actually think you're goofy as hell for thinking that way. They're making fun of you for thinking that way. They're going to extort you, take whatever you got. The biggest scammers in the world exist in Africa and India. They'll take everything that you got. They don't care about you.
On all day, it's not gonna be none of that. I already knew that the electricity gets cut off all the time. I see the Bag family. I seen our Kathy. I seen all of them experiencing electrical outages. I already had set forth and looked up some places where when I get here, I can buy solar panels for my house because I knew the electricity wasn't gonna be good. I already knew all this stuff. I was just telling people because it's people out here that don't know, and so you need to know. So I'm telling you, get ready because it's going to get rough. It's not easy. And yes, I am in Accra, and I knew that Accra was the most expensive place, and I knew it was the most developed as well. I wanted to be in a developed place, but at the end of the day, don't shit me. I always used to say, get me, don't shit me. Don't have me come all the way out here, and because you see I'm American, which you don't even know that I'm a Ghanaian too, but okay, I'm gonna give you that I'm American because of my accent. So don't have me come all the way to Africa and say a house is 400,000, but you tell me it's 700,000 because you feel as though I'm rich. Everybody I've ever talked to looked at me like I was dollar signs. As soon as they see me, it's money, money, money. I can tell you 15 stories right now since we've been in Africa where people try to overcharge us and overprice us, and I'm on their ass. So for the people who say, oh, she's over there getting scammed, I didn't get scammed. Not one time. I told y'all the experiences how they tried to scam me. They tried to scam me, and I was in they deep in their ass. And so for the people who say, oh, Africa is not weak is not for weak people. Let me tell you something. All Africans are weak. I got a fucking African father who weak as fuck. I know all Africans are weak. They aren't built like us. In America, weak as fuck. I know all Africans are weak. They aren't built like us in America. So I'm all in their ass when they try to take their weak asses and try to use me or try to bribe me or try to get extra money out of me. You gotta wake up pretty early in the morning to pull one on me because I already see the shit coming. Then the other thing, people saying,
yeah. So we're going to stop it right there. I mean, she just goes on a rant. I don't want to make this video longer than it is, but yeah, hilarious how she says Africans are weak, but she can't handle it. She just said, oh, I can't handle it. It's too rough. It's too hard. I need my snacks. I need my snacks. My big back cannot handle not eating snacks, not having access to a refrigerator. The lights go off. Sounds like you're the weak one. You can't handle a few weeks of no snacks. You can't handle a few hours, a few days of no electricity. Sounds like you're the weak one. If they can survive and deal with that and thrive in that, seems like they're pretty strong, right? Seems like you're the weak one. You're the one crying and complaining about how hard and how difficult it was. How the power's going out. You couldn't handle the refrigerator. The power, no. The snacks, no. I love this. I absolutely love watching these. These are the greatest videos ever, because the reality check is just chef's kiss, man. It is glorious to witness because some of these people are just absolutely clueless, right? So no, Africa is not for the weak. It is not. I can tell you that right now, baby girl. You gotta be tough to make it out there. You gotta be tough. And I keep saying this over and over again. The only way that these people are able to make it in Africa is if they, go to the most developed area, right? You just heard her. Oh, yeah, I went to this city because it was the most developed, right? They only thrive in these countries if they go and live off of their American dollars, American income. Give up all of that. Live off of what you can earn, right? If you're making internet money in America, leave that. Close your businesses down. Shut all that down. Go live in Africa and utilize the resources that Africa provides. Don't go over there taking the resources that you've built and that you have in America and then go live in Africa. No, you cheated the system. You're a coward. You're not real about this. No, go if this is all about the motherland and going back to your ancestors, go live off the motherland and go live with the ancestors and with what they provide for you over there, right? You people are clowns. Y'all are the stupidest people I've ever heard. All of y'all are. You don't know what you're talking about. I actually commend this woman right here, even though some of the stuff that she said was crazy. But I actually commend her that she actually went and did it and tried it. And she was like, yeah, I'd rather deal with the white man. She'd rather deal with the oppression. She'd rather deal with the systemic racism and the white supremacy than deal with the the lifestyle in Africa. It seems like the white man is providing you with all the luxuries that you love and enjoy and thrive off of. Oh my God, this is oh, woo. Anyway, let me know what you guys think. I hope you enjoyed this video. This was absolutely hilarious and fun to make. Leave your opinions down below in the comments. Let's talk about it down there. And of course, like the video, guys. It really helps the channel out. And if you're brand new, consider hitting subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.